Hi, I'm Mr. Miller, and I'm honored to be the music teacher at Lower Manhattan Arts Academy, which is more commonly known as LoMA, located on the Lower East Side of Manhattan in New York City. Beginning in March of 2020, none of us knew what would happen with our classes. That was because of the uncertainty caused by the COVID pandemic. A lot of families have suffered a lot of loss in the past year, and especially considering what so many students and their families have been up against, I am absolutely thrilled to introduce our Spring Music Showcase. After listening to the awesome music that our students have created using electronic music production tools and their voices, I'm sure you will agree with me that they not only rose to the occasion, but excelled in realizing their individual musical visions. The showcase features 58 continuous minutes of all student-created music, and it reflects the hard work of 52 different students from our music classes. This showcase is dedicated in loving memory to our student, Maynard Beza, whose life was tragically cut short this month. Please take a moment now to remember Maynard and send good wishes to his family. We would like to thank Principal Primo, Assistant Principals Garfield and Torres, Taz, the entire arts department, all of the LoMA teachers, and especially all of the student composers and musicians who made this showcase happen. So turn up the volume, sit back, relax, and enjoy our music showcase.
Fresh stepping out the jet, Nike Tech, so they know the best. Don't settle for less, on my way to the top. Like LeBron, they know we don't stop. Artistic views stay in the frame. 2020, that was lame. Running up these bands, they don't need no hands. Born on my own, know where we stand. Travel around the world from A to Z. Crown Heights, that's where I be. A train from Notion Ave, F line to the Lancey Street. Stop playing with me, I'll crush you like a bag of chips. Body wash, you need a rinse. Monkey see, monkey do you even really know the real you? I'm cooking up like a pot of stew. Free through, follow through. Rona flu is untrue. Mask on, who is you?
have stayed. You made it hard. Not that there is much to say. The way that we just let it rain. I should have seen this from the start. Cause when we fell apart, I needed reminders of why I left. But there's no regret. Cause in the end it's only time.
This is the story about how I learned to be happy. There was a time when I came in freshman year that I thought everybody thought the same way I did. I thought everyone around me understood the same things that I understood. I was naive, and I was too nice. And I was taught by the people around me that that was wrong, and I fell into a depression. I thought that the people around me would understood that my kindness came from a place of love, but the people around me saw it as a way to take advantage of me, and it was sad. Those people who take the kindness from someone's heart and turn it into evil. And for a short time I was so lost because I thought my happiness derived from making other people happy, but no one seemed to care about what I was doing. But that's when I realized that it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I found my happiness again when I stopped looking outside of myself for it. I found my happiness again when I looked within instead of without. I found my happiness when I stopped trying to make everybody else happy. But suddenly everybody misses my kindness now.
It's me and you. Yeah. Taking our time for a while now. Thinking about where I should go now. I don't wanna say goodbye, but I'm so tired of lies. You tell me you want me,
You tell me you love me, but then you go and do something else. It's me and you. Where am I supposed to go? It's me and you. When we both know it's me and you. Our love's a touch of you. It's me and you.
Story I want to talk about is the story of when I came to the U.S. I was born in the Dominican Republic, and I came here when I was 6 years old. It was different because it was more of a country vibe. My parents lived in the countryside, and I was born in the city in the Dominican Republic, but they lived in the countryside. It was more calm, not a lot of noise. It was more calm. And when I came here, it was a lot of tall buildings and a lot of cars. It was different. I actually kind of got lost in the elevator because I was waiting for my folks and they weren't coming. So the elevator came and I got in, and the elevator shut the doors, and I went by myself up to, I believe it was the 6th floor. And my mom was going all crazy because she didn't know where I went. And my dad went upstairs and he found me over there with some folks that lived in the building that were trying to calm me down because I was crying. So yeah, the first thing, I had a small bad experience, I guess. But overall, over time, it got better and cooler living in the city.
She held the world upon a string, but she didn't ever hold me. Spun the stars on her fingernails, but it never made her happy, 'cause she couldn't ever have me. She said she won the world at a carnival, but she could never win me, 'cause she couldn't ever catch me. I know why, because when I look in her eyes, I just see the sky. a time. You could love me if I knew how to lie. But who could love me? I am out of my mind. Throwing out to see if I can catch your breath.
The first time I got into gaming is when I was 5 years old. Me and my mom went to a game store in Brooklyn. My mom got me a Nintendo DS and a racing game. Also, when I was in second grade, me and my mom and my cousin went to a Best Buy to buy an Xbox Connect, but there was two versions, the Xbox 360 and the Connect. My cousin convinced me to get the 360 and I got the 360. And till this day, I prefer Xbox than PlayStation. Also, then that same cousin got me into playing online games with him. And ever since, I prefer online games and story mode games. My favorite games are Red Dead Redemption 2, Bully, Midnight Club, Forza 3, Tomb Raider, Witcher 3, and Need for Speed.
Last summer, I went to the pool and told my mom to buy me pizza because I was hungry, and I ate the pizza while I was sitting down. Then I saw my friend, my best friend from elementary school, and I told him what's up. And then we went to the pool and we were swimming. Then we saw another, our best friend of ours from back in 6th grade, and he came to our section because he was in the dog section. And then we ate ice cream. We started ate ice cream because we went to the little park area and we started to eat ice cream. Then I was thinking of going home, playing video games with him, and then I went to my mom. My mom was sitting down with my grandpa, and then I told her if we could go to my house to play video games.
homeless. When I was 2, my family went into the shelter system, and we got our apartment as well. But while we were homeless, that was the first time I ever saw dance. Basically the first time I ever got introduced to dance, and I saw how they didn't care about anything. They were just dancing. Something I probably left out was they even called me over to dance. I didn't think they would call me over to dance, but they did. And back then my dance skills was not that good, but they didn't care, and they just let me dance. And I think that was the first time I saw dance. When we got the apartment, I started to get drawn to my dad's skateboard, and I just started skateboarding. I don't know why I did this, but I just loved his skateboard. Like I said before, I don't think you got it, but when I was the only girl skateboarder at the skate park, and some of the guys at the skate park didn't mind. They didn't care. They just was happy that I skateboarded. But some of the boys were asking me like, why are you skateboarding? Shouldn't you be playing with dolls and stuff like that? So my parents, they said if I wanted to stop, I could, but it doesn't matter what other people say as long as I'm happy. So I continued to skateboard because it made me happy. My uncle bought me my first skateboard, so I just started skating on that. After a while, I started to get into other types of arts and got more into my dance, and I just forgot to skateboard. As I got older, like middle school, I started to pick up skateboarding again, and I just haven't stopped ever since. Yeah. About dance, I told my mom how much I love dance, and she got me into ballet and tap. And I had this performance, and I was really scared, but she told me I got it, and just dance, and I got it. So I went out and I danced, and that crowd, the applause was great, and that's when I knew I wanted to be a dancer. So yeah, that's my story.
sweet creature, running through the garden, but we're nothing bothered us. But we're still young. I always think about you and how we don't speak enough. I know we started two hearts in.
during my graduation, me and my friend Samantha were going to show off something really cool. She wanted to show off an art project, which she got permission from the teacher, and I was going to play some music. So, we got permissions from our teachers and said, hey, can we schedule this during graduation? We wanted to show you guys something really cool and we wanted to share the sound. She said, oh, if you're okay with a bunch of people. And I said, screw it, let's do it. And so, during that day, she showed off this immaculate, amazing presentation, my friend Samantha, of course, and everyone was like completely amazed because she didn't know how she could do this, because she was mostly into drawing things like flowers and animals, but she drew like really detailed faces, which was impressive. And when I came up, my project was for playing music. So I decided to play one of my favorite songs back then, which was called Believers by Imagine Dragons. So I was playing that with a small keyboard. And at some point, I was tapping my hands a bit too hard on the keys. And all of a sudden, the whole thing that was holding up the keyboard just tipped to the side and almost fell on the floor, and I caught it just in time. But then the whole thing just gave away and it fell down anyway. So I was like, there's your ending. And I took a bow and I waved at everybody and I went down the stage and went back to my seat.
Where have you been searching all alone, in case the toilet on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping yet, the view crushing to be asked, where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter, I pose masquerade, hiding both face and eyes, while clear for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what else should I be? Please don't take off your mask, revealing dawn.
I've been working in this restaurant called Carmine's Italian Restaurant for like 3 weeks now, and I gotta say it's a really great experience. Not only does it keep me distracted, but I also, in a way, am learning how to earn money for myself through hard work. And it's pretty cool. There's like so many awesome people there, even though they're all older than me, like chefs and dishwashers and salad makers, and the managers are pretty cool as well. It's a really nice place, like the environment, the vibe it gives you, it's really cool. And like, time flies by really quick. And I feel like I can be seen sometimes and acknowledged for what I do. So I'm proud of myself. I've been pushing myself and I've been working hard, so that's cool.
So, getting out of elementary school, going into middle school, I realized that I would look at girls a lot more than I thought was normal, and I would look at them in a romantic sense. And I was so confused into why I did this, and I never really thought about it until I started entering middle school. I got into 6th grade, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start researching why do I feel like this? Why do I look at girls like this? Why do I think they're super pretty? Why do I get so nervous when I look at them? And all that jazz. So I look it up and I found out about something called the LGBTQ, and I started researching more about it and was like, what do each of these letters represent? So when I finally did search up the first letter, I was like, I really identify with this. So I'm going to identify with being a lesbian. And I did for a very long time in middle school, going into even high school. So in the beginning of 7th grade and towards the middle of it, I said to myself, I'm going to come out to my family because I don't want to hide this from them. But I was very nervous going into it because I did see a lot of videos of kids coming out to their families and them being disowned or being mistreated. And even though I knew that my family would never do that to me, it still made me extremely nervous. So when I finally did work up the courage, I pulled everyone into my mother's room and I sat down and I was like, Mom, Dad, Sis, I'm gay. And what was funny was the fact that they were like, yeah, we already knew. It's nothing new. It's fine. We love you, support you, all that. And it just gave me so much relief at the fact that, like, I knew my family supported me so much. So after that, I just started coming out to everybody in my middle school and wasn't afraid to do so, because I knew that even though if they didn't support me, I knew that I had my family, so it didn't matter what they thought as long as my family was there beside me. So that's my little coming out story. Thank you.